Good afternoon, you beautiful Latina professional mamas. I'm Adriana Samuels, and I am so excited to be with you. This is the highlight of my week. I will tell you that. I am very excited. I have a co host with me today, Miss Angelique Lopez, and she is going to put us in check, ladies. She is going to help us be accountable for ourselves. Oh my God. Today, we're going to be talking about prioritizing our own emotional well being. And as you know, we've added this segment, we've added more to it because last session we were talking about um, our emotions and how we can't work from an empty cup. And I'm like, I'm obviously not doing that for myself. So I wanted to bring someone that has devoted her life to helping women like us, get the best of ourselves. So let me please introduce Angelique Lopez. Hello, Angelique.
Adriana, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to the Latino professionals community. It is such an honor to be here. I'm so excited to just be in conversation with you today about this topic that I care so deeply about. So, really excited to get into it.
Yes, I'm super excited. When you reached out, I said, okay, great. So now we can actually put some meat and potatoes into this whole situation because I know from being a Latina professional mom, I think it's a little exhausting, and we try to do way too many things, wear way too many hats, and I'm not really sure that we're working on ourselves so that way we can be our best selves. So tell me a little about yourselves. Give us. I know you have this amazing company, which we're super excited. Manifest House. Tell us about how you started it. Tell us about yourself, and then we can go on to some of the topics of choice.
Yeah, that sounds great. So, yes, my name is Angelique Lopez. My pronouns are she, hers, and I'm actually located in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm on Akimel Odom land. And my business is called Manifest House. We are an online well-being studio. We offer workplace wellness, retreats, and we have a self-care membership, really focused for BIPOC women as well as our allies. And the goal is to create a space for us to heal and grow together. And really, we aim to empower both the individuals and businesses that we serve to cultivate a sustainable well-being practice, one that helps them feel seen, held, and well through every season of life. A little bit about my story. So, what brought me here, I like to say, is my own self-healing journey. So, I started my career in the corporate world working for a Fortune 500 company. I had my dream job. I am the daughter of an immigrant. My mother's from Venezuela. And, I also come from a very big family. I was one of the first in my family to go to college to get that career job, right? And I felt all of this pressure to be the one. And through many different factors, a couple of years in, I began to hit this space of deep anxiety and burnout. And I hit a very, very, very low point. And it was at that point where I knew that I needed to ask for help. I knew that I needed more tools in my toolkit. So I began my personal journey. I started by going to therapy. I always speak very openly about that. I'm the biggest advocate because it opened the doors for me to begin to tune into my emotional state of being, to finally let go of the pressure of having to do it all. And I began to explore all of these other amazing holistic healing modalities, many of them that originate from our ancestors, right? So it was this journey. I've been on this journey of reclaiming. And today, through my own journey and then educating myself, I'm a certified meditation teacher, a wellness educator. I've authored several journals, and I've helped hundreds of women on their own self-healing journey. So I'm very, very passionate about talking about rest, about these different ways that we can care for ourselves, and also talking about some of the challenges that we're facing, right? I don't believe that burnout is an individual symptom. It is also a symptom of the collective
Hmm.
barriers that we're facing that are out of our control. So it's important for me to talk about that too. But yeah, that's a little bit about what brought me here, and just, I will also say, since we are talking specifically to mothers, it's important for me to say I am not a mother yet, unless you count my dog. However,
Yeah.
however, I am in community with many, many mothers, right? I have four sisters who have children. I am part of their village. So
Mhm.
I'm seeing it from the outside, but I think with Adriana, with you being a mother, right, we're gonna have a really great conversation today.
I agree. And Angelique, congratulations on all your success, being the first with your family. I mean, that's so applauding, and I'm humbled. It's a beautiful thing, and I appreciate you sharing your story with us. I know sometimes those are hard conversations. Those are hard truths to bring out, and I do appreciate your openness with us. What are some of those things that worked for you, that gave that let's say brought you back into the, we'll call the non-fog of being a woman.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm like, where do I begin?
Like the
Right?
non-fog, I call it the fog because it's really the
Yeah.
only thing that can explain it. That's that fog.
Mm.
You're just almost like on idle all the time.
Yeah, and I like to describe it as autopilot. That's how it
Mm,
felt for me, like
yeah.
being on autopilot and just really going through life, doing whatever we can to get to the next day, right?
Mm,
And so many of us are in that spot for various number of reasons. So for me, a couple of things that really helped me in the beginning, like I said, therapy was a huge tool, and that can, I think, it's having some sort of outlet, right? Having an
mhm,
outlet to share your story, to share what you're going through. I'm a big believer, and part of the work that we do at Manifest House is creating that community around our experiences.
mm,
So whether that is calling up a girlfriend, a sister, having a conversation with a partner, a friend, find someone to share your feelings with, to share what you're going through. Because I think sometimes we bottle it in. I know I did this,
mm.
right? We put it inside and we just push it down and we keep going. And that's part of, right? That's our strength that we have, especially as Latinas. Like, we're good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that's so true. And then we always have to feel we have to be there for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
How are you doing? What's going on? What happened with this situation? How's things going at work? And we almost just take the mirror and say, "Here, tell me all about you," when we're really like screaming inside. Because the less we talk about ourselves, the less we actually help others to know, "Hey, you know what? I need a little bit of assistance too." Because then we're vulnerable.
Yes. Absolutely. We are caring for everyone around us. And 60% of women say that the one person they don't have enough time for is themselves.
Mhm.
Then you add on top of it motherhood,
Mm,
right? That
mm,
is a job with 0 days off.
mm,
You are caring for so much in your life that it just by default, sometimes it happens that we put ourselves last. It may not even
mm,
be, I don't believe we have that intention to do.
mm,
It is the way that we're operating, and oftentimes it is something that is rewarded within our
mm,
society. Like, oh my gosh, look at her, she can do it all, right? She's a superwoman.
mm.
Oh, I don't know how she's balancing it all. Well, a lot of times we're not. We're falling apart on the inside.
Yeah, yeah. It's so true, and I felt that several times in my journey with motherhood, and I say to myself all the time, like like you just said, the autopilot, and to me, it was just this fog because I called the fog because I'm here. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing
Mm,
the day. I'm going to work. I'm doing the Zoom calls. I'm talking to clients, and then I'm making dinners, and then all of a sudden, it's just when there's nothing else to do, it's it. It's blank, like a blank. Nothing's there,
wow. Yep.
And I
Mhm.
realized that's when I was considered burnt out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I started saying to myself, okay, I don't want my kids to witness this anymore. I want to be present and provide that quality of time, because there's not a lot of time that we have together.
Yeah.
So that quality, and the way that's going to happen is by giving myself that emotional and that emotional love. So I actually challenged the women last week or 2 weeks ago about giving themselves a daily or a weekly timeout,
Yep.
and I gave myself Sundays. So I'm hoping, you ladies, that you were at the next last meeting, that you're going to tell me what you guys did for that 5 minutes that day. I did self-care
Mhm.
Sundays. So Sundays are my day. I just turn off the phone, I go to church, and that's it. That's my day. That's it. I don't want to hear about work. It's
Mhm.
just about my family, and I have some tune out time for myself.
Mhm.
How about you? Do you have tune out times for yourself?
Well, first, I want to acknowledge you, Adriana, for setting that up for yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
what I'm hearing is that you've created this non-negotiable time, right? That you've carved out because you realize
Mm-hmm.
how important it is. So I just want to acknowledge you because that is really hard to do. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
celebrating you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and for me, I the morning has become my, I wouldn't say non-negotiable, but this very important time because it really sets the tone for the rest of my day. So there are some
Mm-hmm.
practices that I like to do every morning, and sometimes, I may have 40 minutes. Other times I have 5 minutes, but it's always, I've gotten to the point where it's always something. There's something in my morning for me before I begin my workday, right? And
Mm-hmm.
mothers too. Um, Sometimes from what I've heard from the mothers that I support, is that it can feel like, well, I can't put myself first, right? We hear that a lot. Put yourself first, prioritize yourself so you can take, and sometimes that doesn't feel relatable or achievable because
Mm-hmm.
you have children, right? You have people to support in the morning. You got to feed your kids. You got to do all these things. And so, what I actually encourage is, rather than thinking about what am I going to do for myself first, if that doesn't feel good for you, you can reframe it and think about caring for yourself as not constantly putting your needs last. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how can I care for myself in a way that is less about always putting my needs first and more about not constantly putting my needs last? And so, the thing with the morning is that I always recommend, especially for working, right? We're talking to Latina professional women. So we're also working and caring for our kids. And so before you begin your work day, right, which is so much about everyone else and putting our energy out, listening to, responses and sending emails, what am I doing for me first? And that can happen in 5 minutes. I love to do journaling, intention setting, and a quick meditation, and that has really helped me to begin my day how I want to begin it, right? In a place that is centered, where I feel clear and focused, and I can do it in 5 minutes. I don't need to do, this big thing. It doesn't have to be all or nothing, right?
Mm.
Sometimes that comes up as well. Now I'm just going on a rant, by the way, but
Oh, please.
sometimes that comes up as well. Is um, this kind of, we tend to have perfectionism, right? Shows up in a lot of different areas of our lives, especially as women of color. And it can also show up in how we care for ourselves.
Mm.
So I found myself, I've struggled with it as well, as having this perfectionist mindset where, let's say I booked a gym class and then life gets in the way and I don't get to go. So then I say,
Mhm.
oh, well, like I didn't get to go. So there's no point in doing anything. And
Right.
the opposite of that mindset is, okay, yeah, life got in the way. That's okay. I didn't get to make it to that class. Can I go for a walk for 10 minutes? Can I still do something for myself?
Mm.
So it's so much about, so much of this work, Adriana, is not about, this is my belief, it is less about the things that we're doing, right? And it's more about the mindset that we have
Mm.
when it comes to taking care of ourselves.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That is so it's so correct. Like, I feel like with the mindset, you're just hitting it spot on, because I know that if I said, put me first, what is that? no. Like, how? Like, what? That's just not going to work. But when I think about it in a different way of being a healthier me for the people that are in my life, that resonates more because it's a reflection. So if I have a daughter, do I want her to reflect me? No. I have a son. I have two sons. Do I want them to marry me? No. You know, and the thing is I want them to to do
Mm,
better than me. I want them to know that, okay, listen, you can work, you can do great work, and you can be great for your employees, you can be great for your teams. But I think the best thing is, just like the way you said, with your mindset, just giving yourself those times. And I wish I knew how to meditate. Matter of fact, I might just sign up for your class for meditation, because I can't meditate. I don't know if I'm just so stubborn, but my mind is always going. I can't shut it up.
yeah.
So we might have to take that class. Um, but I think that it's something, right? If it's not mentally meditation, is it listening to music? Is it praying? Is it going for a run? I don't run, but if some might, um, you know, but there's got to be certain
Yeah.
things that we do to have that pause.
Mm,
And I think that is so important. The way you're talking about, like, changing the way we think about it.
yeah. I have a question for you too, as you so beautifully explained and shared with us your self-care Sundays and what that looks like
Yeah.
for you. How or what did it take to set that up? To create that space in your life, like getting into kind of the tangible weeds of, because sometimes women don't know where to start. And I
Yeah.
feel like we would love to hear from you.
It started legitimate with church. You know, that was my first thing, because I realized that I was getting moody, and I'm a very upbeat person. I'm happy person, I've realized I was not being very nice to my family.
Mm,
And that's just was not right. I'm on meetings and client calls, and I'm chipper and excited and motivating my teammates. But if my son drops something on the floor and I have to clean up all this mess, and then, oh God forbid, my husband leaves stuff in the sink, like, ah, you know what I mean? Like, are you kidding me?
yeah.
That's when I realized I needed to
Mm,
stop,
mm,
because these little things that mean absolutely nothing were really affecting me. And it was like it was just too much. And then, so my Sundays when I would go to church, it was like my quiet, because the kids were in their little service. I had my moment of praise. I had
mm,
my moment of quiet, no diapers. My hands were free. Like, the phone was turned off. And then I'm like, okay, this was amazing. So then I had a little bit more energy, and I felt, wow, this is great. But then I'm like, okay, now I need a little me. I need a little bit of me, just
mm.
something.
Yeah.
So then I just expanded it. If I walk my dog or I go to the grocery store, oh, that's like Disneyland to me. Just going out of the house, leaving the kids home with my husband, like going to the grocery store and just having that moment of no one pulling at you,
Mm,
and it expands. That you give yourself a couple minutes here, give yourself a couple minutes here. You realize how much energy you start getting back, so you can give it.
yes.
You
Beautiful.
know?
Very
Yes. So
beautiful.
it took a while, because, again, I was one of those types. I got to be super mom. I got to be I want to be a CEO one day. So what does that mean? I have to do it all. No, 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 no. True leadership helps and delegates and empowers others to grow within you. And that, when I realized that, because there was something called, like, holding on to your monkeys, right? I'll
Mm,
do it. I'll take care of it, because I'm a perfectionist. Oh, I'll take care of it. I got you. I got it. I got it. No. Well, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. Utilizing those moments and giving it back. Again, realizing I don't have to do it all,
Mm, yes, preach.
right?
Yes, yes. I'll share a personal mantra that I've been using with
Mhm.
anyone. Take it if it resonates. Just because I can do it all doesn't mean I should.
Ugh, I need to write
Right?
that on my wall.
I know. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. Because we have a lot of skills. Like we can juggle a lot. We have that ability.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean it's the best thing for us. It doesn't mean that we should. It doesn't mean we have to. So
Right.
I've been
Exactly.
repeating that one because, to your point, it doesn't just happen overnight. Like, ladies,
No.
this is a lifelong journey and
Mm,
it is a process, right? So you give yourself grace and know that these shifts, they take time, right?
mm,
They don't happen overnight. So we have to constantly remind ourselves about these things. So that is one that, sometimes you just have those lessons that are a little bit harder to learn, right?
mhm.
That's one for me. And so I repeat that to myself. Just because I can do it all doesn't mean I should.
Mm,
So
I
yeah.
love that. I love that. I gotta sign up for that class too. Okay. Talking about all these classes, ladies, I have to say, Angelique is giving us an amazing gift of her presence and her knowledge. And she's also going to do a little workshop with us that's going to be a lot longer than this 30 minutes. We wanted to give you a little bit of a peek at who Angelique was and is and what she can provide to us. And I'm really excited about it. Angelique, you want to explain to us what we can all sign up for and be a part of? Absolutely free, ladies.
Absolutely.
I like sales. I like sales, so I'm happy about it.
Yes, absolutely. So, Adriana and I were chatting about this conversation. I really felt like I wanted to go deeper, right? Because there's only so much that we can do in 30 minutes. So, we decided to partner up. So, Latina Professionals and Manifest House are going to be offering a free 60-minute workshop where we can go deeper on this topic.
Mhm.
And the workshop is all around crafting your morning routine. So I alluded
Mm,
to this a little bit earlier how, my morning routine has been a staple in my self-care practice. And so I'm excited to share with you all some strategies and ways that you can create your own morning routine, one that fits in with your lifestyle, with your responsibilities, with your schedule, and really help to set the tone for your day. So we
mm,
have this amazing workshop coming up. It's on September 19th,
mhm.
and it'll be the same time as this session was. We will drop the link in the chat so you can sign up for free. We would love to see you all there. You're going to be going deeper. It'll be a little bit more interactive. So, we'll be using Zoom so we can communicate and chat and be in community together as well as we go on this journey together.
Yes, and I just entered the link in the chat, guys. So please take a look. We would love you guys to be a part of it. The more the merrier. We will get to see your faces. It's going to be a Zoom call. It's going to be interactive. So we're just going to have a chat. And we're gonna learn some pretty good tools for our tool belt. We're going to retain that information. And I also want to know, like, if there's other things that you're interested in, other workshops and stuff, because I know I'm going to want to learn this whole how to what did I just say I wanted to learn? Oh my God. See, I can't even think past. Oh,
Meditation?
meditation. Yes, thank you. See how fast that was? That just means I need 5 to 10 minutes to myself because I can't even remember one word. And that was like what? Less than 10 minutes ago. Um, so yes, I want to know meditation. So we'll have to dive into that one day too. Probably better before Christmas because Christmas rush is going to kill us all. So we should we should learn meditation before Thanksgiving, before right?
We can arrange that. Yeah, I got you guys. I got you.
Woo. Because we don't want to hurt Santa. We don't want to throw the turkey out. We just, if we're making that paneer, we got to marinate that thing for 48 hours. We're going to be stabbing that thing like crazy. Oh my God. Woo.
I
Anyway,
love it.
I love it. So, but yes, Angelique, but I want to also showcase this amazing company that you built. I know that we were talking about the emotional well-being, and this is you've built a life on this and helping women and empowering women and getting us into a healthier mindset. Can you tell us more about your company and what you offer? I know that you might other people like these are a lot of professional women, so I want to help as many women as we possibly can.
Yes, I
So,
do as well. So yes, I want to talk about two of our offerings that we have at Manifest House. So again, if you didn't weren't here in the beginning, I am the founder of an online well-being space called Manifest House. We really focus on creating culturally relevant well-being programming for the community as well as for companies. And so there's kind of two ways I want to share to plug in. The first is that if you work for a company, which many of us do, we offer workplace wellness. And so we do everything from, 15-minute guided meditation classes where we'll come in every week and teach online for your employees, all the way to deep dives into workshops on well-being topics that resonate with the needs of your team. So workplace wellness is one. And then the second one is that we have a online self-care membership for BIPOC women and our allies. And so what this is an intentional safe space for feminine identifying people to lean into our self-care journeys together, to learn different well-being techniques and strategies, and to create your virtual village of support. So we meet every single week. We offer 13 plus live stream wellness events every single month that are within the membership community, as well as a whole host of other perks as well as being a member. So I would love to invite you to check it out. And, it's really great timing because we are hosting starting this Sunday, 8/27, a entire week of free access to our membership. We call it Open House Week. And so you can sign up for free. So I'll make sure to drop the link for that as well, in addition to the workshop that we have coming up on September 19th.
That's so exciting. Angeli, I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate everything that you've done, and I applaud you for all your success. And I just think it's incredible what you're doing. I'm very humbled by women that, empower others, and not even just in Latino communities, but women in period, because it does take a village. And I believe in it. And I am grateful that you took this time to share with us. And I can't wait for this workshop. Ladies, I know I'm just so excited. I hope that we see all of you in the workshop and that we can really collaborate and help each other and get a routine. Let's get started. Let's work on ourselves. And I'm looking forward to finding out how to best start my day, because I do not do it well. I know that. I know I don't. And I know I can do it better. And I think that's one thing about being, eventually getting to a point where you can say, I know I can do a little bit better for myself anyway.
Yeah.
We all kill it at work. We kill it being moms, but we can be better for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, we're worthy of it, right?
Yeah,
like you're worthy of giving yourself that same care that you give to everyone else. So
absolutely. Yeah. I love it. Let's repeat that. Ladies, we are worthy of it. We are worthy of time to ourselves. We are worthy of loving ourselves, right? We are worthy of that moment to do a facial on ourselves. You know what I mean? Getting our toes, whatever you like. I don't care what it is, but do it. Take that time, right? And you, Angeli, we thank you for your time that you gave to us. And I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you, ladies. I'm so grateful that we had this opportunity and our time together. Again, I know it's only 30 minutes, but we're going to have a whole hour with Miss Angeli, and she's giving that to us for free as a gift. And I hope if there's anyone out there that has a business that you want to bring Angeli in and want to support her business, a Latin professional woman that is geared at helping people with mental health, emotional health, being professional, and killing it without losing your identity and who you are. So ladies, I love you. I am grateful for all of you, and kill it every day. But remember, love yourself. Give yourself time. You deserve it. We all do.
Yes.
So have a great day, ladies, and we will see you soon.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you.